Creatures of the night, it's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Ring of Honor episode 101. Now, I did say last week I had me a little bit of a black lady rant about the 100th episode of Ring of Honor, but I think they did a pretty decent job this week. We actually started off with a really great match to start off the show, which was Aaron Solo versus Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara, I know we give him hell a lot for many different reasons, but I think people forget how talented he is. He is currently the tag team champion, Ring of Honor tag team champion with Dustin Rhodes, and we haven't seen much of Dustin as of late, and also Sammy as well since the pay-per-view. However, this match here, we have pretty great chemistry between Aaron and Sammy. We have not seen, I don't think, Aaron Solo enough. And this is one of those situations where he's been there for quite some time within AEW Ring of Honor, but I don't think we see too much of him in the ring. And I think that's a crime, Tony Khan. I think he's really great. And seeing a match like this between the two of them, I felt like maybe Tony Khan should probably, give him a little bit more opportunities. And Sammy as well. Sammy could be possibly holding a singles title right now, at least within Ring of Honor, but he's being a tag team with Dustin, and Dustin already having these six-man tag titles, I think is a little bit of an overkill. I think we need to move things around a little bit and give people some more opportunities. And after seeing a match, great opening match like this with Aaron Solo, I feel like they should probably give him an opportunity to show a little bit more what he has to offer. And I think I would like to see a little bit more of Sammy doing singles action. Sammy ends up taking the win, but don't count out Aaron Solo. I think he's doing a really great job. He needs more TV time. Now, after this, Queen Aminata versus Allison Kay. Queen Aminata just looks so scrumptious. She is so beautiful. And she's another one of those girls where I'm just like, why am I not seeing enough of her? She's so talented. We did get a chance to see her on Collision the other day. Obviously not enough for her to take the win to go against CEO, but she is really talented, and I do feel like she could be using a lot more TV time within Ring of Honor. We are already at that 2 years plus with Athena holding the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, and it just seems like no one in sight over there is close to even being anywhere near that women's championship. So right now we only have our girl Red Velvet, who will be in the main event with the women's TV title. So Queen Aminata, Allison Kay, great chemistry. Allison Kay, girl, I like her a lot. She's been featured quite a bit on Ring of Honor. And, a little contract. She should probably get that, I think, Tony Khan. However, Queen Aminata is the winner here. I like when she does that, when she pins you and she puts, like, her whole booty in your face. Like, hey, take this while you take the L. So you kind of take a W and an L at the same time. Queen Aminata is great. Now, we have a Proving Grounds match with Komander with the TV title. His opponent will have to last 10 minutes in the ring or have him pinned or have him submit in order to get an opportunity to go for that title. Very interesting. He's going against Lee Johnson, okay? And we have EJ Nduka, who is ringside. He looks so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Anyway, they are in this Proving Grounds match, and I'm just like, Lee Johnson, you see the difference. Y'all know I've been saying this since the get-go about Lee Johnson, that perhaps she's going to have to turn heel to make him more interesting, to bring out that personality. And in this match, I was very impressed with how he conducted himself as a heel here. Having EJ, who is ringside, at first I was like, maybe he might get involved. And for quite some time, he doesn't really get involved up until he ends up pulling the leg of Komander. Komander spent damn near the whole match holding on to his ribs. He's hurting, and it's not looking good for Komander here, but he is still moving forward. Now, while we do have like 1 minute left in this match, so you guys, last 10 minutes, and we have 1 minute left, and Komander, you can see Komander, you can't see his face, but you can tell, like, he's just like, hold on, I gotta wake the fuck up and make sure Lee Johnson does not win this. So he is trying his best, but then when it was like about 30 seconds or so, that's when the girl referee wasn't paying attention, so EJ ends up pulling out Lee out the ring and let the rest of that 30 seconds just fucking run out, because Commander is so hurt that he really can't move fast enough to get Lee Johnson from outside the ring and bring him inside the ring, hit a finisher, and take the W. So Lee Johnson ends up taking the win, and he wins his opportunity to go against a Commander for the TV title at a later date. I am loving what I'm seeing here. And you know what? I try not to be biased because y'all know I love the heels, but it's really working for Lee Johnson. EJ also, who is typically a babyface, is looking great as a heel as well. So this is actually working for these guys, and I absolutely love this. So we'll see what ends up happening with this match. Now, they did this already with Commander and QT Marshall. QT did last 10 minutes and ended up having a match with Commander last week, which was really, really great. So if you missed it, go ahead and check it out. It was great. But I will say this. Before the match started, they tried it. Tony Khan tried it by... And so y'all know on Collision, Commander had a match with Okada. And they were basically showing like highlights from that match. I kid you not, for those of you who didn't see this, they only showed the parts where Okada was basically killing Commander. And I was like, wait, what? This is one of those situations where I'm just like, if you're going to have someone as a champion lose against another champion, but now you bring him back on his show where he has a championship, but you're going to show all the parts where he got his ass whooped by Okada, I didn't think that did him any favors at all. Whoever idea was that, you deserve to be fired. I don't think that worked out for Commander at all. Now after this, we had a little match for the kids. Serpentico versus Brandon Cutler. Like, what the hell? What the hell? If you're looking for a little comedy, a little something for the kids to sit down and enjoy, like it's fucking Donald Duck and Bugs Bunny, then go ahead. This is just fine. This works out very well. Now, I'll say this. Brandon Cutler, they every once in a while, they're just like, let me see who's employed over here. And they see his name, they're just like, you know what? Put him on Ring of Honor in a match. Every once in a while, they do this. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. I was like, Brandon, keep that little tracksuit on the whole fucking match. But when the sweater came off, I was like, oh, he's been at the gym lately. I could appreciate that. Now, the match ain't really much, but it'll make you laugh. They're just being idiots for whatever, for just to make you laugh. Nothing serious about it. Serpentico actually takes a win. It'll take somebody like Brandon Cutler to get Serpentico to actually get a win in this damn company. After this, we do have a somewhat classic match from 2023. We had the TV title on the line. Samoa Joe versus Tony Deppen. This is a really great match. It didn't even take long at all. It was, I would say, under 10 minutes, slightly under 10 minutes, and not bad. I'll take it. It's definitely something that's much more recent. And for anyone who didn't ever see this, it kind of feels like if it flowed with the show, unlike the matches from like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So it actually felt really great in a spot like this. Now, after this, we do have a promo from the infantry. When the camera gets on them backstage, they're already pretty much kind of beating up on some poor random guy back there. And they're basically saying, hey, you know what? We're here. Get used to it. They said that Ring of Honor stands for Run or Hide, because the infantry, they about to take care of everybody that gets in their way. And I'm just like, after this, I don't think anybody's going to get in your way. I love the way they look. This is another group who was very patriotic, very military-based type of group, which they are part of the military. And that's a babyface, easy cop-out to pretty much get everybody to cheer for you. However, they were pretty much stuck in limbo, and them turning heel and being part of STP was the best decision. I really wish that they would just take this group more serious, this whole entire faction more seriously with Ring of Honor, so that they can just be running things over there. And then when they're ready to be on the main roster, which they already are, then we can see a lot more from them. And I'm just absolutely enjoying what we're seeing with STP, except for the L's. They need to be taking a lot more wins. Don't forget, we do have a TNT title match on Collision for those of y'all who are not going to be watching Royal Rumble. It's going to be Lee Moriarty versus what's his name? Well, you know, the TV championship, and Kyle O'Reilly. Lord have mercy, what did I do to deserve this? Oh my God, I'm so excited. We'll see what ends up happening with that match. I'm pretty sure Daniel Garcia, for whatever reason, is gonna retain that title, but whatever. After this, Blake Christian dominates Evil Uno. Evil Uno, better luck next time. Blake, oh my God, Blake does something to me. He's not typically my type, but I love the way he conducts himself in the ring. Perfect heel. He gets on everyone's nerves, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Evil Uno, Dark Order, and them. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do about this group. I say, just cut the cord. Cut the cord on that on that little faction, and figure out what to do with these guys individually, because I don't see what's the point. Main event, a really great main event. Ring of Honor Women's TV title on the line. Red Velvet versus Layla Gray. Tony Khan, I was asking for a feud with these two girls, but instead, immediately they gave us a match. And I just feel like in situations like this, you have a weekly show. Why not give a feud? Why would we just get straight into matches? This was really, really great. And Red Velvet also has recently turned heel, and that's helped with bringing out her personality in the ring. Layla Gray looked absolutely amazing. Whoever it is that's doing these girls' makeup, Lord have mercy, they are amazing, okay? They've done an amazing job, but it's not about the makeup. It's not about how they look. It's about how they are in the ring, and they're very talented. It's crazy how matches like this kind of just go under the radar because they're on Ring of Honor and a lot of people are not watching. And I really do feel like something like this could have been on Collision. Something like this could have even been on Dynamite. But these girls just don't get that opportunity. And I really want to see more. The match went great. The crowd actually seemed to be into it. And I'm not going to lie, they seem to be a little bit more into this than what we saw with CEO last night with Yuka. And that's no shade, but that's just how it is. They were in a smaller venue. I think that was back when they were in Ohio, like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. So it was a little bit of a different feel, and the crowd actually seemed to be enjoying it and being part of the match. So that I appreciate. Now, our girl Red Velvet ends up retaining the TV title. Layla Gray does a really great job, and I would love to see a lot more with all these girls. Everybody on this show, they all deserve a lot more, and we gotta take Ring of Honor a lot more seriously. And I'm not even talking about the fans. I'm talking about the people who's putting the shows together, because it's not giving what it could give. There's so much more potential, and unfortunately, it's a lot of great potential that we're wasting at this point. I am in the middle of watching Danhausen's interview with Chris Van Vliet right now. I could, so I could do this, and I haven't even heard the whole thing. And remember, Danhausen was on the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. He came out there to pretty much get involved and curse Mason and Mansoor during Mansoor's match with who was he with? And Lantis Jr. Yeah, there we go. And we haven't seen him ever since then. People thought, oh, Danhausen's back, we're going to see him. We haven't seen him ever since then. That was over a month ago. And honestly, there's all these talent that is just, that are just being wasted right now. Especially these young years that they have a lot left, a lot to give in the ring. And unfortunately, we're not seeing those people. So I feel like, Tony Khan, if you're going to have this company, you have to put so much more into it. More people will end up watching if you do better with the product itself. And I think it's going to take a little bit of time. You got all the right people there. I don't know about the creative people. Them people, I don't know. But you have all the talent that are stepping in that ring. And they're all there. You just got to get them in the right place and do better by them. This episode, not bad. But we have a lot more work to do. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll be back on Saturday with Collision. See you guys then. Bye.